Alright, so we're going to do a quick little build up of the Smkon Kumo K5. Now if you saw my previous video on the K8, pretty much the same thing, just the coil part in the middle is a little different. K8's rocking. Now again, this just has a simple little 5-coil build in it, 5-wrap build in it. I'll do a little bit different this time. I'm going to put some diamond wrapped in the K5. I haven't opened it yet. Oh, there we go. Looks like it kind of comes in the same case that the K8 did. Nice little box. Instructions, pretty sure it's going to be the same as, yeah. One set of instructions covers every coil, every tank, every mod they got, so one book of instructions covers everything. There's the K5 with the K5 coil in it. I'm pretty sure this comes with the glass and some O-rings. Shouldn't need any tools. Yep, O-ring and 5 set screws, grub screws in case you lose them. And we should have a spare glass, which we do. Now I'm expecting this to have the same machining and build quality that the K8 did. I mean, the K8 was like perfect, unless you drop it and break it. So that was a little tight, but yeah, same threads. Now on the K8 we had an issue with the feeding, the juicing from up top to the bottom and then up into the cotton. This one, and then also the K2 coils, that won't be an issue. I mean, it's, you go in those big giant holes and it's just open. It's just there. So no wicking issues on this one. Nice, super nice buttery threads. O-ring came off. I think that happened on my other one too. Oh, it doesn't come off, it just sits in there. Cool. So there's the K5. Up close and personal. Let's put a build in here. I mean, it just spins. It's nice. Now also on this one, air holes are in the middle, so we definitely want to make sure we get the coil centered over there. The juice holes are out here on the two edges. Now in these you want them to hang down in there because you want to be able to plug that hole. You don't want it flooding into your air holes, but there's a nice little lip on those, so that should help quite a bit. It looks like all the set screws are on top, makes it nice and easy. Loosen them up. And if you look now, you can see you got some pretty good sized holes there to get some decent builds in. The ones I'm using are just 2-wire. They're just a twist diamond wrap. So let's flip that over and put the long one at the bottom. And up there. Cool. Get the trusty drill bit. I know I need to get a coil bar. Kind of position them. I'm not going to crank these down because I know I'm going to be messing with these a little bit. Pull on that. I kind of like these being right on top. That makes it kind of easy to build. I'm sure my fingers are right in your way. You don't have to worry about moving your drill bit or your jig around. Everything's on top. We'll kind of flex them around a little bit. Kind of push it over a little bit. I want it over those air holes. You could get some nice builds in here. A couple alien Claptons would probably make these really shine. Alright, let's go ahead and tighten these down. Clip our end pieces. I might flex that just a little bit more. There we go. Well, apparently I didn't loosen this one far enough. Huge holes there. Nice easy working deck, plenty of room. I expect it to have pretty much the same build quality that the K8 did. This one will hold a lot more juice. I think it was 4.2 mil. K8, because of the way the deck's made, can't hold that much juice. But then again, the K8 was not made for juice holding, it was made for decoration and showing and just plain out looking cool. Doesn't hurt that it works pretty damn good too. I do see an issue in here. There we go. Didn't trim my leads quite as close as I would have liked to. There we go. Now let's push this over the air vent, air hole. Straighten it out. There we go. Trim these leads. And one more. That's what it looks like with a build on it. And it says it's ohming out at 0.38. I found my Coilmaster 521 Mini is off. It's off a lot. So that said it was 0.38. Let's put it on the RX 200 and see what it really is. And well, it wasn't too far off. This one says it's a 0.32. I'm just going to heat them up here a little bit. Get rid of those hot spots. Hopefully you're all noticing I got rid of the red. I'm hoping I did. So all my videos aren't turning red. Hopefully it just looks normal and you're getting a nice white normal view of things. Well, getting there. Do a little strumming. Pretty good, I think. Alright. Put some cotton in it, juice them up. Give it a couple of hits and see what we think about it. Love those big giant fill holes. Like I said, you could pretty much just dump your bottle down there. Bloop. And then there's an O-ring here. If you didn't see that this seals up on, and then it has the O-ring on the outside here that seals here. So yeah, it's pretty much impossible for it to leak unless you had no cotton in here and the juice filled up the wicking holes and then went down the air holes and then out your air vents. That's the only way it could leak. Nice big huge air holes on it just like the K8, but the base is exactly the same, so they should be identical. Now I did stay with the 5 wrap. I stayed with the 3mm diameter, and definitely it could go much bigger. I don't want to get too carried away, and I just kind of want to try the tank out itself. See what we all think about it. And then we'll stick it down here in these holes. Plenty of room. Build quality on these is just so nice. Make sure nothing's blocking the air vent. Can't get airflow, then it starts restricting it, and I don't want a restricted hit. I've gotten pretty used to quite a bit of airflow from the K8. My SE1's got good airflow, my OBS engine of course. So we don't want to plug it. But again, I want enough in there so it doesn't leak either. The other side I might trim up a little. No, actually I kind of think I will leave them like that. I've been plugging the air holes, good. I don't think it looks too bad. Let's give it some juice. Get those coils. And yes, I do kind of saturate them pretty good the first time. I'd rather get a little bit of a wet hit, and then get past it. Then get a dry hit, burn the cotton, and then be stuck with a burnt cotton taste all day, and then have to, I mean, you can't change that. You just gotta change the cotton to get rid of that burnt cotton taste. Once they're burnt, they're burnt. Alright, a little more in there. I don't want to flood it too much. I don't want it to go down the air holes. Make sure these are all inside the threads. I think we look pretty good. Hopefully. Make sure the O-ring on the bottom's there. And then I'm just going to check, make sure it didn't short. Still reading 0.32. And I'm just going to put a little juice in to start with, make sure nothing's leaking, make sure there's no issues. Looks pretty good. Now, like I said, I really juiced those coils as you saw. So the first couple hits I expect to be kind of wet and floody. Just wide open airflows, not even whistly. Well, let's see what it does. I'm going to kind of baby it just for a second or so. New coil taste, new cotton taste. And we could have trimmed that cotton up a little more. Aesthetics. Unlike the, hate to bring it up, that tank I did before I wasn't too happy with. Jacked around with that thing for almost a week before I figured out to put it in bypass mode and actually get a hit off it. This one you saw me right out of the box. It's going. I'm not even pushing it. Not even. It's a cloud checker. I think I'm gonna have to step up my build in here. I think hitting that like I just did is almost to the K5 with that build I put in here. Amazing. They would have had these 20 years ago. Nobody would even know what a cigarette is. Smkon, the K5. Hell yeah.